Next on Good Taste.
It is so good.
Get ready to sail the 7 seas without ever leaving the Lone Star State.
Well, I've been here twice today.
The fresh catch of sensational seafood here will have you hooked in no time.
All kinds of oysters.
You're making me hungry.
Yeah.
Plus, we're exploring the best eats of the Texas Hill Country.
It's hill country to a T.
And get ready for a scary good meal from a famous farmhouse full of Hollywood history.
It's so good. It's perfect.
Good Taste starts right now. Hi everyone, welcome to Good Taste. I'm Tanji Patton. Ready to sail away to a seafood paradise? Well, you might not think of Austin as a seaside destination, but there's a restaurant there that sure does. It's a fusion of flavors where Cajun cuisine meets Caribbean cool, and where feeling blue is a good thing.
Calling all seafood fanatics, feast your eyes on the freshest catch in the Lone Star State. Whether you like it shucked, seared, or sautéed to perfection, it's all aboard at this Austin eatery.
It is so good.
From cedar blank salmon to blackened redfish Louisiana, all the fish is phenomenal.
It's a fish restaurant, so I would never order anything else.
But if the celebrations call for steak, you're in luck.
I love this steak. The steak's so good.
By land or by sea, there's something to hook everyone at Café Blue.
We've been coming to Café Blue since it started in its old location because there's nowhere in this area that you can get this quality food.
For 10 years, Café Blue has been filleting the freshest fish in Austin, and they're known for their Caribbean flair. You'll sail the 7 seas without leaving your seat with Thai-style mussels, sesame-crusted tuna, and Jamaican McCrazy spiced rub fillets.
Well, I've been here twice today.
I can't blame her. Boston-born chef Ben Nathan brings flavors of the Northeast into the fold.
A lot of people they'll come in and say, you know, is the clam chowder white? You know, and the servers always say, the chef's from Boston.
That's a pretty good credential
Yes,
if you're
for
doing New
seafood,
England
it is,
seafood.
yeah.
Absolutely. How did the Cajun influence come into the picture? Because you have some Cajun-inspired dishes as well.
I love Cajun food. I think it goes really well with seafood. We do gumbo and blackened fish and the Cajun cream sauces and crawfish and all kinds of oysters.
You're making me hungry.
Yeah.
Oyster lovers, listen up. East Coast Blue Points and briny Beau Soleils are flown in fresh daily. Enjoy them on the half shell at the Electric Blue Oyster Bar, or by the dozen in Café Blue's spacious dining room.
I love this place. It's a beautiful restaurant, excellent seafood, oysters from the Northeast.
And with a catch this fresh, you'd swear there was a port nearby.
Fish comes from everywhere. We get it flown in from West Coast, East Coast, Gulf seafood, and Alaskan seafood. Quality's #1.
You'll want to dive deep into this colossal seafood tower with jumbo shrimp, tropical ceviche, and Atlantic snow crab.
Look at that. Look at the size of those. Wow.
And for a Texas twist, Café Blue's mignonette is made with apple cider vinegar and spicy jalapeno.
I love that. Man, that's a whole new way to eat oysters.
But land lovers, we're not going to leave you stranded. Café Blue's got a life draft just for you.
The chicken is a really old recipe that I started in Boston probably 20 years ago. It's actually brined in sage and maple syrup. So it sits for 2 days in the brine, and then we slowly cook it on the rotisserie, and then it gets topped with a lemon sage brown butter.
A lot of love goes into that chicken.
A lot of love. We sell a lot of half chickens.
But the most popular dish by far is this New England classic, crab-stuffed flounder.
This is our #1 seller.
Hey, we get the recipe for the #1 seller. You gotta love that.
Flash fried and stuffed to the gills with lump crab meat.
Ooh, look at all that crab. Wow. You weren't kidding.
Yeah. I don't know whether that's working. We're gonna finish our sauce.
All right. I see butter over there.
That's next. The cream's reduced. We're gonna add some butter,
More butter.
fresh lemon, a little salt and pepper, and some fresh herbs, tarragon, parsley, and basil.
You can smell them. Wow.
Finished with a white wine cream sauce, you'll be transported to Cape Cod with just one bite.
Delicious.
Oh, whoa. The herbs in your butter sauce. Whoa. Oh, that is fantastic.
Hook, line, and sinker. You're in for a treat at Café Blue, any way you stack it.
It's a great place to get scratch-made, authentic seafood.
What more do you need? We got it all.
Glass of wine.
There, well, cheers to that. Hope you're still hungry. We're coming to you from the Goya Kitchens, and our executive chef, Fernando Deza, is way back northeast in New York, kind of still doing the social distancing thing. Fernando, good to see you.
Same here, Tanji. How are you?
I am fantastic, and I am very excited about the dish we're making today.
So we're making a delicious sweet plantain sundae with coconut caramel sauce that is amazing.
Tell me what we do.
What I usually do, I heat it up. I add some Goya dulce de leche.
Okay, this will be your favorite product. This is fantastic on so many things, right?
You know, you can make so many recipes with that. That is amazing. Then we're gonna add the Goya coconut milk. We're gonna whisk it in with dulce de leche.
All right, so I'm getting all of this to come together.
We're gonna get the sweet plantains already cooked, come in a box frozen, and then you're gonna sprinkle with some cinnamon. Because what we wanna do is we're gonna saute the maduros, the sweet plantains. For around 3 to 5 minutes, you get it nice and caramelized. What you wanna do is we're gonna mix those plantains with the caramel sauce. Mix it until they coat it with it. Okay, great. Now we're gonna shut it off. Yeah, we're gonna let it cool down on 1 to 2 minutes. And then you're gonna put it on top of your favorite ice creams.
And that's all there is to it?
That's all it is.
I love a quick and easy recipe. All right. Okay, Fernando. Smells amazing.
That is super good.
Cheers.
Coconut milk with the dulce de leche is fantastic.
I love it, and those walnuts just add a little bit of crunch to it. It is absolutely delicious. This is a great holiday dessert. I love it. Fernando, thank you so much. Miss you.
Thank you. Take care.
Coming up, a country farmhouse serving up fantastic food like nowhere else.
I love this place.
But first, where you can find a heavenly meal in the hill country.
A nice little slice of Texas.
You've got a seat at our table next.
Cisco, at the heart of food and service.
Welcome back, everyone. We're taking a trip to the Texas Hill Country, where stunning landscapes, small town charm, and award-winning restaurants dish up pleasures for the palate and the soul.
Next time you head to Fredericksburg, take the back roads. Come at just the right time, and you'll see millions of Mexican free-tailed bats at the Old Tunnel State Park.
The bats were just amazing.
Equally amazing, the giant, juicy, delicious burgers you'll find right next door at Alamo Springs Cafe.
Thick, juicy, cooked to order. It's awesome.
Nothing flashy, just a half pound of Angus beef, hand-rolled.
Burgers, burgers, burgers.
Burgers aren't the only big deal here. Everything is made from scratch. That includes this simple, addictive, roasted garlic and goat cheese appetizer on toasted crostinis.
Ooh, that's good.
Right?
That's really good.
That is delicious.
Delicious appetizers, dynamite burgers, and one heck of a hill country experience. That's what you'll find at Alamo Springs Cafe. Make sure you come hungry.
It's hill country to a T.
A nice little slice of Texas.
It's just a quick jaunt south to our next stop in Pipe Creek, where we found delicious gourmet grub in an unlikely spot. Hard to believe that so many gorgeous gourmet dishes come from this tiny little kitchen. Food you'd expect to find at an uptown restaurant. But it's all here at this cozy cottage in the Texas hill country town of Pipe Creek. an inviting spot called Backyard Bistro. The place oozes country charm, adorned with vintage memorabilia from the fun and funky antique shop out front. There are juicy prime steaks, along with fresh seafood, prepared to perfection, like this pan-seared salmon, drizzled with a tangy mango Thai chili sauce.
It's amazing.
There are plump house-made crab cakes, or the savory pork brisket, bathed with a creamy poblano sauce.
Is there anything that surprised you about being a chef in a small Texas country restaurant?
It surprised me that the people would show up over here.
It's clear locals love it because the place is packed every weekend.
It's really nice, it's friendly, it's a small town.
Uniquely Texas.
For our last stop, we're heading to the quaint town of Kerrville for good food, good fun, and really good wine. Part bar, part wine shop, part restaurant. It all adds up to a whole lot of fun at Grape Juice in Kerrville.
Love the wine, and I love just the family atmosphere here.
Their cozy, casual concept is paired with a laid-back approach to wine.
It's just grape juice. Right?
Exactly.
It's all grape juice.
The shelves are stocked with wines from all over the world.
I learn something new every time I come in.
The food here is as good as the grapes. From the burgers to the beers, so much of the menu is sourced straight from Texas. Like this cabrito, farm-raised in nearby Bernie and served over Chardonnay sautéed vegetables.
That is really unique and different and good.
It really is a perfect place for date night. Or if you ask the locals, just about any night.
It's a must try, and everyone who gives it a try comes back.
And I know I'll be back because this is Texas Hill Country at its best.
Cheers. If you're looking for a great party food or maybe just a fun snack food for you hanging around the house, we've got it now. Take a look at this beautiful bruschetta with grilled chicken. And maybe the best part, all the hard work's been done for you because the chicken is already cooked. I'm at John Souls Foods with Claire Souls talking about a super easy dish to make at home.
It's so easy because the chicken's already done, and it really impresses your friends because it looks like you put in a lot of work when you really didn't.
I love that.
So the easiest way to do this is to get some French bread and pop it in the oven for like 3 or 4 minutes.
Just let it get toasty.
And we're gonna put the cheese on it, just, you know, to kind of melt that in the last minute or two.
Okay, what is mozzarella?
Yes, it's mozzarella. So it'll melt really nice and give it that great flavor. We'll just pop this right back in. And then while the cheese is melting on the bread, we're gonna go ahead and actually make the bruschetta. It's really easy. It's diced tomato, some basil, which is my favorite herb.
I know, so many great flavors with such a simple thing.
And then with just a little bit of lemon juice. And just kind of mix that together. All right, and now that we've made the bruschetta, we can go ahead and put that aside.
Yep. Oh, that looks good. That looks amazing. I love a melted mozzarella on anything.
We're gonna go ahead and put the chicken strips on now. All right, perfect. And then we're gonna top it with the bruschetta, some salt and pepper.
Perfect. It's a party on a plate, right?
It's a great appetizer to bring to any time of the year, honestly.
Anytime. It's so easy. We've got all the instructions online at goodtaste.tv. Claire, thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up, some perfect holiday wines in my wine finds. But next, some delicious dishes served right out of a Hollywood movie set.
You got it going on. That's awesome. We're saving a bite for you next.
We'd love to share good taste. Head to our website at goodtaste.tv where you'll find delicious recipes from top chefs, my latest wine finds, and restaurant recommendations. Plus, you can see all of our episodes right here. Don't forget to sign up for our newsletter while you're there. Good Taste with Tanji is brought to you in part by H-E-B. Cozy up at this quaint country farmhouse for a pleasing plate of upscale Texas eats at Grand Central Cafe in Kingsland.
I love this place.
It really takes you back in time a little bit.
This place oozes charm with its wraparound porch in Victorian feel. The specialty here, thick, juicy, hand-cut steaks and sizzling fresh seafood. This charming hill country find also harbors an iconic piece of Hollywood horror film history.
It was the film set for the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre that was filmed back in 1973.
At the time they made the horror flick, the house was in Round Rock.
They cut it up into 7 different pieces and hauled it 70 miles and put it all back together here.
Granted, it's been spruced up with new paint and whatnot, but architecturally, when you come here, you might recognize it from the movie, right?
Exactly.
The home was beautifully restored and transformed into a restaurant. Rick and Drew purchased it a few years ago and are happy to give movie fans the grand tour.
Yes, a lot of people recognize the banister to the staircase and the door to the original kitchen.
We have people come from all over the world to see it.
Oh, I bet. And the room upstairs?
Grandpa's room.
Now, Leatherface only comes out just for fun, and the only slashing going on here is in the kitchen. The chicken fried steak is something to rave about, crispy and delicious with its creamy gravy. But so is the fire-grilled chicken breast with a silky Chardonnay sauce, topped with sautéed mushrooms. They add a little sizzle to their spinach salad by lightly sautéing the greens with a drizzle of raspberry bacon dressing. Then layering it up with crispy carrots, black olives, bacon crumbles, and feta cheese. Worth a mention, the whiskey shrimp dip, made with cream cheese and plump Gulf shrimp, marinated in sweet whiskey, served with toasted crostinis. So delicious.
I never miss a Sunday brunch here, and I don't even live here.
Yeah, it's worth the drive with brunch favorites like the Philly Benedict with 2 perfectly poached eggs, perched on a bed of Philly beefsteak, grilled with peppers and onions, smothered with melted provolone, stacked on a flaky croissant, all drenched with homemade hollandaise sauce. Another brunch specialty, the Bloody Massacre, kind of a fire on ice.
Oh my. Yeah.
Really, really hot.
man.
Would you like some water?
I mean, if it doesn't have spice, then it's not a real Bloody Mary.
One of Grand Central's most popular appetizers, the pan-seared ahi tuna.
We're going to season it with our house mix. It's oregano, salt, onion powder, garlic powder, red pepper flakes.
It's seared in butter in a smoking hot pan.
You don't want that to cook all the way through, right?
Absolutely not. I want it to be nice and rare in the center.
Josh slices it thin and adds a side of homemade teriyaki sauce. It's garnished with soy aioli teriyaki paste and lemon zest.
Oh, yeah. You got it going on. That's awesome.
Yep, they've got a lot going on at Grand Central Cafe. So come give it a try. You might just decide to hang around a while.
Pretty special for our little town.
It's so good. It's perfect.
Time now for some special wines in my wine finds. No celebration of the holidays would be complete without a bottle of something that sparkles, and I am loving this, Franciacorta. This is the Barone Pizzini and Amante, and it is fantastic. I discovered Franciacortas in Italy some years back, and I've been a fan ever since. Franciacortas are a little bit bigger than Prosecco. They're similar to Champagne, but less expensive. And they're made using the very same process as the classic French sparkling. I love this bubbly. It is perfect for the holidays and truly a great find. Splurge a little, $37.98 a bottle. Up next, an easy drinking Cabernet from Lodi called Predator. Look at the little ladybug there on the label. This is an easy drinking, lightly styled cab. You'll get flavors of bean cherry, some nice vanilla notes. It's a crowd pleaser at only $13 a bottle. Up next, a fantastic Tempranillo. Break out of your Cabernet habit for this one. The Mataromera Crianza is from one of my favorite wine regions, Spain. This luscious wine has an enticing smoky nose, The wine is aged in both French and American oak, so the flavors are very layered. It's one of those wines you taste, you savor, and you taste again. It will pair beautifully with any main course on that special table. If you're a big red wine fan, I highly recommend the Mataromera Crianza. It's $29.98 a bottle. As always, I found all my wines right here at HEB.
When visiting Houston, the Good Taste team loves to stay at the beautiful Royal Sonesta, right in the heart of Uptown, conveniently located near the Galleria.
We want to thank you for joining us and remind you, now more than ever, our favorite restaurants need our support. We have a massive list of some of your favorites on our website with all of their dining options, patio, curbside, you name it. Check it out. And get social with us. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Good Taste TV. And to get all the delicious recipes from today's show, click on our website. Better yet, sign up for our newsletter and they'll come right to your inbox. Thanks so much for joining us, everyone. Till next time, cheers to good taste. Look at that. Wow.
There you go. Crab stuffed flounder.
Oh, that is beautiful. You know what happens next, right?
You eat it.
So do you. Let's grab a fork.